Thank you so much, Chris. All right, everybody, it's time for another elimination matchup. Only one team can stay in the tournament, and the first team coming to the stage decked out in purple, looking to get the warfare started. It's the LA Guerrillas.
Because in the end, whatever goes down.
6 on 5 in a row. Takes down one. Great play coming in from Clay.
Whatever you get up to.
Anything OpTic shutting down Pro Loop. 3 in a row.
Your triumphs and transgressions. Nobody actually understands what it means except for you.
Just playing. It's the Las Vegas Legion! Make some noise for TJ Haley, Prolu, Tim, and Clayster. It's the Las Vegas Legion.
Well, there seems to be an awful lot of swagger coming onto the stage. They've been looking forward to this, getting off of online and getting onto land. Can the Las Vegas Legion really level up at the major and show us all that potential that they've kept in the bag?
Yeah, we're gonna see all that potential, okay? But the next team coming to the stage, looking to shake them up, and I'm officially saying it, it's the LA Guerrillas.
All shadows, ground team is mobile, keep them covered.
Eyes watching for the opposition, out there crushing any competition. Long range, yeah, I got the vision. When I'm in the trenches, anyone can get me. I'm with the team when they need me, or out on a dolo mission. They get rocky riding on this road to riches. If I catch you slipping, then it's over finished. War, ready, crew, coming through heavy. Aim steady, lights out, it's the Guerrillas. Not any, we're the one out of many. Side talents empty, lights out, it's the Guerrillas.
Boston, give it up for the Guerrillas! We got a Saw, Exceed, Jodeci's, and Arsenes. It's the Los Angeles Guerrillas.
And LAG haven't necessarily looked at their best. Hardpoint needs to be added here against the Vegas Legion. But S&D's struggles may well continue. I feel like they need a closing in 4, but they'll be feeling confident. Guy Blaze, let's get this one rolling.
All right, LAG versus LAV. Y'all ready to get this started, Boston? Once again, let's throw it back to your casters. It's Merc and Maven.
Thank you so much, Blaze. All right. Here we go. Excited to be here. Excited for hopefully another terrific match. Yeah, on one side, you've had the S&D has been insane when you look at Vegas. On the other side, the hard point's been so good for LAG. You've got Youngblood, you've got Vets, you've got Clay versus Arsenes, there's all the history there. There's a lot that goes into this one. One team's coming out of it.
Yeah, I think, on the side of, Vegas, they've looked better and better. I mean, they had a big win over OpTic, and they won all 3 respawns. Nobody really saw that one coming to finish their qualifiers. The LAG side, this 4, they've been competitive in almost all of their matches. The only one they didn't look too competitive in was the one yesterday when Toronto Ultra just kind of ran away with it. The one big thing for them, I guess, is they won a control, which they were winless in control in the qualifiers coming into this, but that was on Fortress, a little bit different going to LSELO.
And do you still think, it sounded like just the introductions, like you're still going to have, I think, that underdog sort of, with Vegas and all the struggles of that team throughout the first couple of years of the CDL. It feels like the crowd kind of gets behind them, like they're sort of hometown favorites every time they're on stage, unless it's against like an OpTic or the actual hometown team.
I think Clay helps that, yeah. Clay definitely helps. I think Temp as well. People love seeing Donnie Temp on the stage, but yeah, I mean, those two are a blast to watch. And to me, I think Assault really struggled yesterday, especially early on in the respawns, that sort of AR battle. Temp and Clay, they can take over maps. They can be superstars. You need Assault and Arcties to have a good map one here.
Yeah, I was like traveling in during that and trying to catch up with stuff when I landed late yesterday. And like I just saw like Zuma's reaction, you know, Vector's on 423.
Yeah, he's like, someone else did it. Let's go.
How he was getting so fired up, but we're getting ready to rock with this one. Map 1 about to be underway. Reminder, it is an elimination match. One of these teams knocked out of the tournament. Who will continue to fight on? And you know how big this is for Clay with the struggles and the just nightmare it's been for him the past couple years. You saw the raw emotion from him on the main stage at the last event. Let's see if he can make a run here. As we kick it off with Clay's POV quickly. Over to TJ, nearly able to knock down 2.
Yeah, and you asked me earlier, you know, with the Surge match, like, is there another player like similar to Matt? Like TJ has kind of always been very similar. When he is hot, he is just dominating. But speaking of that, Prolute opens things up with 3. And we saw TJ versus OpTic. He was locked in. He played very, very well in that series. It's just a question of, can he be consistent?
He hooked the main stage. We'll bring the best out of him, but we'll wait and see. It's Prolute just trying to bide his time. The push is about to come in. Multiple players to deal with. He's able to drop 1 at least as the flood comes through. Is now LAG able to get into the hard point. We'll see how much of these remaining 10 seconds or so they can get, but the pressure going to be on the rotation. It's TJ once again nearly taking down 2, but it's going to be RC's on 5 in a row. As we'll keep an eye on that spree.
Just staying alive right now is Prolute trying to deal with
want to use streaks here though.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe just not in the front of that building, but RC's, he keeps it going. He's able to find that first kill. Here comes the rest of LAG trying to break this through. Prolute's going to spawn very close at that closed door. But Exceed, RC's, they're going to find 2 more, but it's going to be 3 in the feed for Vegas as they're trying to hold on.
RC's already gotten the streak. He was on 7 in a row. Finally able to take him out as Clay, who's now up to 4 and 2, and he's on 3. Well, before he drops, I curse him, and Assault takes him out. Now, Exceed, what bit of work you can do? Try to just find any kind of opening. Trophy is there. Both doorways going to get flooded through, and just too much for him to deal with. They're right back up and snapping. It'll be RC's who continues the hot stretch at a 5-0 KD to start.
I mean, this is great, though, for Legion. If they can hold on, you give the last 20 seconds up, but on this P3 rotation, you already have Clay all the way in the back. You have Prolute all the way in the back. Temp and TJ are trying to get there, but LAG, they're going to cut them off. So you're going to have one of those scenarios. It's going to be a 2-on-4 towards the front of the hill. Joe with some beautiful shots. RC's is shooting at a ghost. He's being haunted. There we go. Prolute is going to take it down.
He thought he like jumped over his head or something.
I don't know what he saw.
Oh, the haunting of RC's just couldn't quite track him down, but the teammate able to pick it up and now tucked away in a corner doing damage that he can. But the break comes in quickly for Guerrillas, and they're looking for a lead change here in the hard point. But yeah, that kind of split spawn that you were pointing out on the minimap ends up giving the numbers to Guerrillas, and they're able to get through. Now lead on over to Guerrillas. What can they do with it?
Yeah, I mean, RC's 13 and 3. He's shooting at whatever he can. Maybe he's seeing things that we can't see. I was so confused, but LAG, they're going to take that lead now, and now Vegas Legion's just going to try to keep them locked in towards that right side of your minimap. Is the 4th hill going to pop up here in just 7 seconds.
That loudness equalization you're hearing through your flies.
Not allowed to use it here. The league said no.
Okay, never mind. Just a ghost then. We'll go back with your theory, Joe. But 20 points up. Is Guerrillas making the run now, though? Is Legion inside of the point to Exceed we go. Teammate able to clean up the kill in front of him. Now what kind of opening can he find? Not going to be an opening. It's Prolute there with the re at the door. He's able to drop him. Now Joe Thieves from up top. You see on X-ray, he's got players all around him. What kind of timing is he going to get on the push?
But again, a big break, and it was led by RC's. He found another 3 kills on that break, so he's up to 16. And I mean, at least you're splitting this time for Vegas Legion. Joe Thieves just trying to get control of this area, of top R, but Vegas are going to lock this down. That's going to send us over towards P5. What, 12 more seconds here at this 4th hill. Pretty back and forth battle. But LAG, it feels like the momentum's shifting their way.
Yeah, no one able to get a ton of separation quite yet. Awkward fight as attack was coming out from Joe Thieves. RC still shooting absolute beams. Trophy out for cover. Now getting set up here deep on the heady. Showing off the arm strike, and now the cruise missile. Does he find better luck than Mack does?
but he's gonna get hunted down. Clay's gonna find him. Clay's actually gonna find him, so this is gonna be okay. At least you find one kill. Excedo going big, but I mean, you talk about investing a streak. You don't give yourself a lot of control, does LAG behind that streak.
Just get it done with the gunny right now. As hot as he is feeling, right off the spawn, right back to a 3 streak. He is finding everything, making number 4, 21-7.
Yeah, just use your gun, bro.
Yeah, screw the streaks. The bullets are enough. As he is in his bag right now. Absolute wondrous play out of Arcitys. As second by second, they grow this lead, but still, not a ton of separation. A good chance for a run here from Legion. Now 5 in a row. Again for Arcitys, finally going to drop, but every time the man's alive, he's a walking streak.
Yeah, I mean, this is a chance, though, for LAG to create that separation. Thieves able to snap on the temp, get that second kill. Now they're just trying to get Pro Loot out. The spawners of Legion are coming on through, but here comes Guerrillas. They're trying to get on the hill. Beautiful shots with the Vaznev. That'll open things up, but it's just a fight for map control right now, and the trades continue to go back and forth.
It could be a tough map for Vaznev at times, but like, I think if I saw like Thieves' kill on Clay at the back statue and then saw his shots there, I'm like, this guy's triple positive, right? Like, it feels like he's shooting absolute lasers, but
well, he certainly is. He just hit 3 more.
There it is. I guess the man is shooting lasers. The triple in the kill feed for Thieves. And now a 30-point advantage for Guerrillas. Clayster trying to push forward for any kind of opening, but sitting at the box is going to be Assault, and able to stop that push short. Nobody in the hard point for now, but tracking in will be Assault just for the final couple seconds. You see the top left hard point about to drop. Thieves already in position for that hard point. The pressure now for Legion, starting him out.
Yeah, I mean, now you're looking for a break here if you are FaZe. It's been a couple of big breaks in this map for Guerrillas that have given them this lead, but it just feels like the kill's slowing down. Look, bottom right, TJ, 8 and 20. Thieves starting to take over. Arcitys right from the get-go having a fantastic map, but the slaying starts to lean towards one way as LAG now with a 60-point lead, and it continues to grow.
Temp continues to hold it, chains together a second, but yeah, now you're starting to get a hole. It's like, we're gonna need to make a rally, make a run here. And maybe it's a chance to be the start of it. They get the final 25 seconds and maybe make something wondrous happen on the rotation, but it's not gonna be easy on this particular rotation. Arcitys wants to take another gander at the point. Oh, I thought he was gonna get the tags in there to maybe win the fight, but it's Temp that'll be able to take him down. Now we're off to the races, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Temp early on, like 30 seconds left when we were on board with him. He kind of knew that his spawns for P3 were going to start to go towards Guerrillas' way. But FaZe have done a really good job to find the scrap time. They have some pressure here. One more player there. Clay's going to find the second one. Now, only down 40. We know how difficult it is to break at Courtyard, and FaZe do a wonderful job chaining P2 and P3 together so far.
Yeah, you saw Pro Loot just kind of swan diving, just playing his life, and it was the help from Clayster over the top that was going to be the difference. Now they're starting to line up in front, and you probably get 2 players there, one shot,
very weak.
And they're followed up. I mean, Clay, once again, what Pro Loot sets up, Clayster's putting down. Streak starting to come in. Able to stay up in the back. 5 in a row for Clayster's going in there. 3 through on the kill feed for Guerrillas. Still looking to get to the point, but you brought this within 20. You got a chance to make a run. Guerrillas going to surge up this lead a bit, but Legion, have you done enough to make this competitive down the stretch? Let's go to a listen in with Vegas Legion.
He's hiding back there, bro. He's maybe hiding he's top boat. Assault, top boat. Went to rails. He may be top boat camping. I don't know where he is.
Get out of the back door. Back door, just play tight. We don't have to chase him, remember.
One's bottom mark. Bottom mark.
Play tight.
One just went close. One just went close. Stage door, weak. There's 2 stage. 2 stage.
One back door stage.
I'm running to time.
I'm top boat.
I need a time.
I'm gonna go one more.
Time, weak. Time between nade. One shot time. One's top door.
Let's go.
Time and top door. Top door's weak. Nice work. Bottom mark. Stay back.
This is big hold. This is big hold. Trust on me, right? Wait, one's on P1. On P1. Back if you need to, T. Just make them push you.
I'm in a corner looking bottom mark.
One shot. No, first truck. I ran.
First truck, man. On top of the first truck.
What's P1? P shot, right?
There's only one. Make a push. This is a pretty great.
Alex, top
Man's hook. He went gate. He went gate.
Yo, that's one
He went
gate.
gate.
Alec and Assault.
P1, I think.
Yo, one might spawn on you upstairs.
P1
Yo, one's in new, I think. Cool.
One's on P1 right now.
I'm holding up the cookie.
I think wasn't new. Bottom art and top 2-on-0.
Just get a new. I'm saying
one shot, Alex.
Fuck, bro. I have your max siege.
I think the one thing I liked at times was just people with the comms to rein him in, sort of like let him come to you. We can play it tight. We don't have to chase. Just sort of trying to calm people down at times.
Yeah, I mean, right at the beginning, yeah, a little bit nervous. I think it was Assault they were trying to track down. They just could not find him, but they had a big break. They got majority of the time. But it's aBeZy's up to 33 kills, and LAG now just fighting for map control over towards this final hill. It's a very back and forth game, but still a small lead. Goes the way of Guerrillas.
Yeah, but Legion have been fighting, just trying to get this lead change. Hasn't quite been able to happen yet. And back into the point. We'll go Assault. Joe Thieves winning another gunfight. Sitting at 16 and 20, but he sets some big ones. Clay lights up the feed, though. That'll be a triple for him, and that will be Legion now into the point. With this time, I mean, you're looking at nearly a tie game. That's going to be the Daddy Pop from Exceed. Let's see what kind of opening he's going to be able to find as he's wrapping around the backside of Fortress.
I mean, this is big for Exceed. If he can just try to stay alive. P1 is coming up soon. His teammates spawning across the map. You have Assault just trying to stay up, but that's going to give Legion full map control for now, but you can see it, just what he's doing. Everyone's trying to find Exceed. Where is he? That's how the comms are going. He's able to spot one, taking his time. Doesn't matter. ProLoot takes him down. Now it's Joe's turn. He's got the help of RC to get them off the hill. So still, both teams fighting for map control, especially around P2, but you can win here.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough to get this time clean and win it, but you've got a shot to do it. Definitely put some pressure on the Legion to try and get this.
Yeah, they're going to have to go. They had to put resources at this P1 break. Temp trying to find the angle. Maybe just found a timing. I think he does try to shoot the toes of Exceed. He's able to stay alive, but the nade will connect. And now it's about the rotation over towards P2. You have a couple of players in TJ and ProLoot starting to work their way forward.
Now they start to give this up and focus on the rotation. What is RC's able to do? He's been the hot hand throughout the course of this game, but his teammates are the one picking it up inside. It's Joe, it's Exceed. Finding the kills now to the point they go. Guerrillas just need 5 to close this out. Legion starting to fly, trying to get in. Are they able to get there in time? Everybody gets cut down. As aBeZy gets 2 of the final 4. A monster map out of aBeZy for the map 1. And it got tight at times. It's an 18-point victory, but LAG just enough to close it out.
42 from aBeZy. An unreal map out of him. And we've seen it at times these last couple of years. Not often, but it feels like at times he can just take over. He does it right there. 4,500 damage. Leads the way, and still it was an 18-point game.
I mean, yeah, he doubled a lot of people's damage. Like, the man was an absolute beast. Started out like 10 and 2, and you think maybe it's just a hot start, but he never really looks back. I think the other one stood out, he's like 21 and 7 still. Triple positive, just continues flowing on the map, winning gunfights, finding the good timings. Incredible stuff there from aBeZy. They get the map 1 though, and that's where they've been solid. It's been the hard point, but now we get to the bread and butter for Vegas, and we look forward to the search.
Yeah, I mean, you know, still, you just look at the slaying. I mean, TJ has a really rough game. We talked about that, his inconsistencies, but you only lose by 18. They probably feel like they had a chance to win that one a couple of times. And again, it was just this fight for map control on Fortress that just goes back and forth. And sometimes just that scrap time that just starts to go your way. But it's these teams fighting for P2 over towards P3. LAG, they kept that lead, able to hold on.
And it just felt like at times for Paris, like, I know it's not the hugest thing, but like, when the multi-kills needed to be there, it felt like LAG was getting them. Like the double, the triple. A couple times we'd be on TJ's POV, for instance. He had one, a good chance for 2, a tough gunfight, but a chance for it just fell a little bit short. And sometimes those multi-kills, those little swings in a moment can be all the difference.
Well, even just like that one player staying alive longer, and you can see just messing up the Legion setup, right? Because if they're able to get set up there towards that P1 at the end, right? Exceed, you know, he doesn't make that play, finds that one kill. You can see what it does when you pop Daddy, you're playing your life, everyone is scrambling, trying to track you down.
He's heard at the comms and man. Like, they're just trying to figure out where he is. It's like, you don't need to chase him, but then some people want to chase him. Like, and then I didn't need him. It felt like there was a little frustration right when we went in to listen in. I don't know if it was Clay towards Temp maybe, but he was sort of like, we know, Tom, we know. Like,
it's just intensity.
Yeah.
You know, it's just how they both are. They both want to win so bad, but it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna work in map number 1. We'll see if it works in map number 2.
Well, I mean, the search has been they've been nuts. I mean, where the respawns have been, I don't know what I'm going to get. The search, they've been so consistent. And you have a lot of search players in this team. When you think about Temp, when you think about TJ, what Clay can bring to a team, and especially with maybe the pace and play style more of this title. But in search, they've been so good. But after that map 1, you got to come out here, you got to get the victory, really give yourself a shot in this series.
Yeah, they've also been clutch. I think they have like 25 clutches. Like ProLoot has like 11, which is more than some teams combined.
That's insane. That's
so,
insane.
I mean, they've relied on some of these big moments. LAG, maybe they know that. Maybe they have some strategies. A team that is struggling in search and control. You know, you have a new lineup. Things might just take some time to click, but hopefully it starts to click soon.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Guerrillas, you kind of had to win that hard point, right? Like, you just do with the way things are going. But now, can you win one of these? Can you win one of the maps 2 and 3 to give yourself the edge, stay up 2-1 in this series, or maybe run away with a 3-0? But you had to win that hard point. That's been your go-to. That's been where you're finding the victories, and they do just that, albeit a tight one, and you needed a monster game from Arcides. But it's just fun to watch him sometimes. I think, you know, when he was on that FaZe roster, that wasn't really necessary, like those monster games. Like, he'd have them from time to time, like you said, but it wasn't really needed. No. It's just fun to sometimes to see the skill there and just show that he's able to absolutely dominate a map.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think a lot of the times you rely on his leadership, and they've kind of talked about it with Assault coming in. Like, you brought in a trio. Like, you've just kind of added Arcees to a core. Right. Let that core work, and Arcees can just go be him. He can be that sort of main slayer that you need.
I mean, I just think that's sort of what Slasher needed to be at times when he was coming, a different role, maybe not the main slayer, but I think he kind of said it when we interviewed him on the podcast, just sort of, yeah, I mean, it's 3 guys and it's me, like, they just want me to play me, and they do their thing, and we'll hope we find success.
Don't overthink it. But there you can see there, 42 and 25. And all that is the kill record. Ties it, it's right around there. Might have tied it. Might be the kill record. Either way, it was ridiculous.
I mean, tie or take it. I mean, 42 is absolutely absurd. What a map it was. The damage, I mean, I think the thing that stood out the most to me is when you looked at the rest of the players in the lobby, but he's got to be feeling good.
Oh, he sets it. Oh, the Fortress one. Okay, there you go.
I was wondering if we were talking respawn entirely, we were talking specific hardpoint, but that'll be the Fortress hardpoint kill record, 42 from aBeZy. Absolute beast. Now, what can he show us in the Search and Destroy as we get ready to get loaded in here for Legion versus Guerrillas? Map getting ready to load. We are headed to Mercado. I'm excited to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, you know how he's feeling. He's just like, get me back in the game.
Yeah,
like,
get me in some gunfights, baby.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. But not the easiest one all the time with an AR on this map. A lot of it just comes down to those early grenades. Playing for Cantina control. Really, a lot of the times you're just relying on your subs to try and work the map, and you're looking over them.
Let's get it rocking. Map 2 now underway. Offense first for LAG. RC's probably desperately want to get back into the mix, but the nades are going to connect. Joe Deceives able to get that first pick. Give them numbers. Now can they play their lives? Look at number 2, Exceed on the other side of the map, looking to take a fight, and it's just Clay, patient, ready, and waiting. That's going to be a frustrating death because you throw away the 4-on-3 advantage.
Yeah, I mean, he was just trying to play, like, I don't know, maybe see if the B-bomb's open, you can rotate on over, but he's going to end up getting caught.
He's thinking nobody's home. Just the way
he's just trying to play that lurk roll. Hopefully they force a rotation with that nade that lands in, but Assault able to bring it back, give them that man advantage. It's Temp and Clays are just trying to find anything that they can, and I think Temp knew that Arcees was in that position. Certainly felt like that based off the comms, then the nade connects. So now a 2 versus 2.
Just the way they were playing it, they had some kind of info, right?
Certainly.
Well, with 30 seconds to go here. See if they can clutch up. Clay able to win another one. He's winning the ace too. That's 3 in a row, and he's hungry for the final one. Joe Deceives in trouble, down to 15 HP. Starting to swarm around him. Stun getting hit inside. He's tucked away in a corner though. Tim's gonna get shot in the back, but it's Clay with the ace. Time for the defuse. Hell of a round there from Clayster in round 1.
That does it with the tack, does it with the Vaznev, and I'll tell you what was a key right there. That stun, because with Joe Deceives, he's trying to regen his health, but that stun stops that, right? It does 1 damage. He's just got to sit there and wait, and he's thinking, I have Deddy popped, I got to get a kill, and it's sort of just panic mode, hoping your health comes back, but it allows Clay to get in a position. It's an easy trade. It's an ace for Clay.
Just Alec and Clay, the old teammates trading blows between the map 1, now the start to this Search and Destroy. He's like, all right, you turn.
And look at this, B's wide open. aLLeY with the sniper.
Speaking of the old teammates.
Oh, that was close, the timing. But B's open. They're not going to know it. They're going to have to take their time to clear it, but they can start to work the plan.
Let's see what kind of angle he can find. Oh, nearly takes the hip off attempt. Still just trying to look for the angle. Now they have to work the retake. Everybody kind of grouped up together outside of Exceed, who once again kind of a man on an island. They try to hit the nades, and now here we go. They're on the edge. The two-man push, able to take down one. Clay continues the hot streak. He's up to 5-0. Tip tagged up in the window. Trying to stay up, get one kind of angle.
They're on it. TJ gets a kill. He gets a kill. 18 seconds left. Clay up to 6-0, looking for number 7. Clay with 7, but TJ finding that kill was huge because they were committed to it. I like the play call from Guerrillas.
How close was it?
I was a second. I think about a second away. I think it was JoeDeceives just hops right on it. But nice patience from the side of Legion, not to get caught with the sniper. The nades start to come in. But Clay up to 7.
And look at him smiling. He loves it. Probably nothing better. Be on the main stage, having your name chanted in the venue.
I'm liking those glasses too.
The nice, Harry Potter glasses.
Nice
dude.
specs.
He's a wizard, mate.
This guy upgraded.
Once again, it's a nade that'll open around. This time from the Legion side. But as TJ flies on forward, he'll end up dropping.
Bro, there's a couple of gunfights already. Joe has won throughout this match where you could tell he is shooting well. Even just the start of last round, finding that first blood. Not easy. Does it there again, but Temp is going to give them a man advantage. A nice trade, and now it's a 1-on-2 for Clay. Can he keep this round up? He doesn't have Daddy.
Why not?
Doesn't have Daddy. He has a Vaznev as well. Oh. Showing off tips and tricks on the stage, huh?
Well, now the plan will get down. Can he get out to 9-0? Can he clutch? This crowd will go insane if he can pull this off. Daddy's getting close. 30 seconds to go.
That door got destroyed.
Not gonna happen. It's Guerrillas that are able to hold on. The streak from Clay will stop, and around on the board now for Guerrillas. Maybe if he has Daddy up a little bit earlier, maybe a chance to try and make a play.
Yeah, like maybe if he has attack there, he catches a player on the bomb, but he has the Vaznev over towards B, right? Sort of the island player. Yeah, if he has Daddy, what's the timing like? But doesn't. And honestly, they give him no chance. Even when those initial shots go down, the players on LAG, Exceed and JoeDeceives, they just back on up. Joe, up to 5 kills.
And you got to respect the hot hand, too. When you got a 7-0 start, you
do whatever you want.
You know he's feeling himself.
Yeah.
Like, played smart.
And Legion are thinking going right back to B. So here's an early adjustment for LAG. They're going to play into this, but there is the fly through. TJ able to find the first blood, but now it's Joe's turn. Not easy to take down players behind this table. He keeps fighting, goes for number 2, trying to find number 3.
Yeah, it's 4 in a row for JoeDeceives as well. Well, it looked like a great opening there for TJ and ProLoop, but then things slow down. What can TJ and Clay do in the 2 versus 3?
Clay just trying to find an angle on top of that wall, hoping maybe somebody will peek, but again, just a lot of patience. You have Assault making sure there's nothing going on over towards A. There's the wide peek, and yeah, good luck with that gunfight. They're going for the trade, and Joe, he finds an ace of his own.
Yeah, he's set up here at his workshop, going to work. Just putting him down as they continue to cross. The bit of cover here enough to just shut everyone down. Lovely shots. The man's been beaming since map 1. He's 9-2 now, and well, he's the guy that's matching what Clay is bringing to the table here in the map 2.
Yeah, and that's why going to B is pretty difficult, right? I mean, that's why we see teams really go over towards that A site, fight for Cantina controls. It just takes one player at that table.
Yeah.
Just takes one.
No, that heady is mean. He has the protection of a couple of boxes, some lamps. Waiting for the utility out by their side. They're crossing in front of him. ProLoop going to kind of be the bait in this push again. It's unfortunate deaths for him. TJ falls as well. Down to a 2v2 now. Thieves tried to push it out, able to do it. Now KiSMET left in a clutch scenario yet again.
We're doing it again, baby.
1v2.
This time we got Daddy. We have Daddy.
Did he get spotted?
No, I don't think he did. He does not get spotted. Bomb goes down. There's one. He's going to be ready for the second. He knows it's the bomb planner. Which direction is Joe coming from? What? Joe's on 9. KiSMET's on 8. And well, KiSMET!
The 1v2 clutch from KiSMET. My man's is feeling himself, but of course it comes down to those two in this moment. He's able to take it and using his hand for a little extra loving.
As he's just getting fired up, trying to get the crowd into this, trying to get his team into this, that we could do this. And Joe on the other side was just like, you know what? I'll give him his props. Joe, he's on 10, KiSMET up to 9. Both of them leading the way in this back and forth battle.
The plays continue to be made, but now into the round 6. 10-3 from Joe Thieves, 9-2 from KiSMET. You got 1 on Assault, 0 on Prelude. Prelude's been just the super mega bait in some of these bushes.
I mean, 100%.
He's just like, all right, I'm going first.
Well, KiSMET, he's going to call this in. He's going to get the info. So they know the A-bomb's open. Does he spot the one player on the full flank? That's going to be a seat quick. Inside a barbershop. I don't know if he's going to be ready for this. This would be next level, and the nades do connect.
I think he might have heard something. I thought he did for a moment. I thought he had the gunfight win, but Assault sends him to the dirt. 2v4 now. TJ 1 kill, but not going to be enough. Tim picked out of the window, and just like that, that's a way to answer after the big clutch from KiSMET. You dominate the round, you bring it to 3-3.
And that's huge, and I'll tell you why. Because the fact is you've had that, that round 1 win offensively over towards B. LAG, they've been sending 3 players over towards that area, and they just said, you know what, we'll commit to the retake on this site. And the fact that it's that clean means they're probably not going to change anything on defense. Plus, you have the streak gone. A nice retake there. Very clean from LAG.
Let's see what they try this time around. The Show Thieves continues to pump up the numbers. Through 6, averaging 2 a round. This goes the whole way. He's dropping 20. We're gonna see another map record. Arcades through the window, through the wall, through everything. The shots are there from Arcades to get the kill.
Yeah, first blood coming in. But it looks like Temp. TJ gonna go through tunnel to tie things up. 3 versus 3, but Arcades is able to find the second in the round. As everything just kind of slows down now. LAG want to work this bomb plant, but they do not want to get caught. And Arcades on top of the umbrella. KiSMET looking for him, trying to spot him.
Reminds me of KiSMET in the tree back in BO3.
Unintended sight line.
Yeah. Oh, they're winning fights. They have no right winning, and now it's going to be down to Assault, a 1 versus 2.
No Daddy.
TJ's just laying and waiting, and they take the round. We talked about the clutches and how many they've had on the side of Legion. Another one. A 1v2, a 2v3. They continue to win rounds. And the numbers are to LAG.
You should just tell, right? LAG's just worried. Is there someone on the full flank? Someone hitting through tunnel, right? Just getting that bomb down, it's not easy. They're hoping to use their numbers to trade, but it just doesn't happen. The props to TJ and KiSMET. And I love KiSMET running that extra Vaznev, right? It's coming handy. Multiple rounds so far.
Back and forth we go. Every ounce of utility seems to be tossed into this one at the break.
Get on the board, Prelude. Come on.
First gunfight. TJ.
Come on, Prelude.
He's able to win it. It's KiSMET just continuing to look for the angle. Just seeing maybe an elbow or a wrist. Now a thigh. But Assault actually gets a kill there from that block. KiSMET now getting a little impatient, wants to push forward. They're starting to push this out. Sending it in is going to be Prelude. KiSMET's going to drop as well. I thought he was going to be there as well to take out the second player. Now TJ's chance to clutch. Is it another clutch round here for Legion? Daddy out, 1 versus 2. First kill, finish that down to 1 versus 1, scrambling away.
His Daddy did reset. He's got some time to work with, but Joe Thieves, he's read this. He's read this. And well, there we go.
go. He sure has. The wrap out, read like a book. As Thieves makes the play. The Iceman can't get a dump.
Close. But he was ready for the wrap. Up to 14 is Thieves. And again, just around that A-bomb site, I think Assault and Thieves just able to play their lives, able to find those picks. And in the 1-on-2, TJ not able to find the clutch.
You need to win that one, just based on how, 2 out of the last 3 were clutch rounds from Legion.
But most importantly, ProLuke got on the board.
Yes. That's right, he's just been jumping around the corner, spinning in circles, trying to...
There's only one Nicky D, okay?
Yeah. Clay will be the low man on the offsite. RC's with man continuing to find his picks.
TJ's in a good spot though. The question is if they know he's there. Kind of just been lurking around. Just prone right outside of that bomb position. Well, now they're gonna know. Cruise missile called in. ProLuke does find one. As soon as that's called in, TJ goes forward. ProLuke with another one. Are you kidding me? Now it's gonna be a 1-on-2 for Thieves. Does find one.
His entire team just dropped.
With the streak. That is not what. Oh man, the timing. And that was just a full round collapse for LAG.
Listen, we've all been there, whether it's in Warzone, whether it's in multiplayer, the stairwell pushes. Like, you'll just get this timing where you're sure the top is clear. The way you see it is clear. And they're just there the whole time. Like, oh my, we've all had that, dude. It's so frustrating.
Oh, I don't know.
So frustrating.
I think you should have saw it, but that is a tough one.
Just
no doubt about it.
Though, you know how it looks.
I know.
You know how it looks.
But I don't know what happened as he called that in.
Everything happened.
I think they just ran at him. They just ran at the Guerrillas.
Oh, like that.
It continues.
Like that?
Just like that. A first blood. TJ's on 10, by the way, matching Clay now.
One more round for Legion. 3 versus 3. Next big fight upcoming. Oh my lord, speaking of timing, ProLuke trying to back out of it. The push is going to come from underpass and he will fall. Trades go back and forth again though. 2 versus 2, 50 seconds on the clock. Legion need this round to get to around 11. You can see bomb down.
I mean, Clay was mid-tunnel. So you can see Thieves just trying to spot that where he is, but Clay's able to find another one. Now a 1-on-2 for Arsenes. I think Clay gets them both as Legion tie things up 1 apiece.
Clay, I mean, who else would you rather have alive there? Clay and TJ, based on the maps they've been having, they go to work, they get the win. They're the 1v2 clutch, the 2v3 clutch. Clay getting the crowd fired up. You love to see it.
I mean, TJ almost had as many hardpoint kills as in the Search Destroy, honestly. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see from him. Now can he keep it going? But nice team effort from Legion. But again, just the clutch factor that they have, it comes through again. But I got to say, the round that just sticks out to me is the round where Thieves is calling in his streak, man. I don't know what happened, but Legion just flew. They found the timing.
Things where we see it before, it's just sort of all right, streaks in, come and run around.
Run.
And you just catch the timing or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, TJ was like on the bomb, so he's thinking, I got to go. But Thieves with 15 for the loss. Clay leading the way on the other side with 13. Those two just went back and forth.
Oh, that was, you had a ton of incredible individual moments. And I'm glad ProLuke got rolling because I felt for the guy early in some of those rounds. I mean, he was just the first in, just getting dropped. He starts like 0-5, 0-6, but he ends up having his moments. They end up getting the map win, and now they tie us up at 1-1. I mean, the story of map 1, RC's just dropping a bomb there. I mean, it was a ton of people popping up with individual performances, but it ends up being the clutch factor that gets Legion the W, Joe.
It sure was. I mean, you know what it's like to be ProLuke, dude. Just always getting baited by Teef and Sim. It's unbelievable.
Those idiots. Sometimes it happens to the best of us, but we're tied up 1-1. We're getting ready for control. We're headed to a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Call of Duty League is presented by the GMC Hummer EV Pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck. Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Welcome back. We are tied up 1-1 as we continue on in this best of 5. I mean, Joe, on paper, it sort of seems like one that might go the distance, just when you think about the control woes that you've had on the side of LAG. Their success in hardpoint, you're probably thinking of map 5, but they did manage to win a control yesterday.
You never know. But both these teams winless on LSE load control, so
somebody's got to win here.
Not great. Not great for either side. We will see. Well, so yeah, something's going to change. But you think for the momentum shift, I mean, Vegas, TJ played a lot better. Play really stepped it up. You kind of cooled down RCs, which I think was big. But you saw it at the end of the hardpoint. Joe Dashy starting to play really, really well, and he brought it into that map too. So look out for him in this.
Yeah, no, I got to think it was a confidence booster for some within that search and destroy. But now all that matters is this control. Who's going to get the edge 2-1 and maybe run forward to win this series? Again, it is an elimination match. One team maybe continues to be a Cinderella story as you go on. The other one, you are out of it. But
you can see, it's not great. 0-3 on one side, 0-2 on the other. At least your KD's a little bit better.
I guess that's the one thing you think. Yeah. We've lost it one more time. So
I'm not taking much from that. Just
no.
Entire thing.
They both stink at it, but maybe somebody will win it. Well, somebody definitely will. That's not a maybe. Unless there's some sort of
just tie forever
scenario. Parlu, whose struggles were really tough at the beginning of the search, gets his head popped off there by Exceed. His temp is now tucked away and the pressure is starting to mount. Joe Dashy is once again sending it on forward, and as he's kind of bait down low, the peak comes in up top, and temp gets cut down as well. It was a flurry of kills there for Guerrillas, still Prelude back off spawn and into the kill feed.
You just kind of see with RC's in that position over towards A, towards the tower, it's just tough to work that zone. So what do Vegas do? They say, you know what, let's just work field side, let's get on the beat, force them to start to rotate on over. This maybe get a tick done. Worst case scenario, we just go back inside, work over towards that A zone. But TJ, he's just gonna stay alive. Hopefully his teammates watch over him. RC's very weak, but there is the trade as Exceed flies on through.
Yeah, you talked about forcing the rotation over. They do that. The collapse comes in.
That's 3 dead.
But then, yeah, they line them up. The reinforcements get there, and the reinforcements pop off, Joe.
It's just decision now. What do you want to do? Yeah, you had one player touch A. It's not really a stack on a B. Still only one player on it. As they're just waiting for the nades. Prelude moves on forward. That's going to be 3 in a row for him. Just trying to get done with this zone. Is Assault going to be the last player to try and stop this? He's able to win the first, but that is just a little bit too late. So Vegas, very nice job over towards B.
Lives-wise, still basically even. You got 90 seconds to work with. TJ wins that fight. I think the stun came from Joe Dashy. He tries to stun back just in case there's a second and nobody home. Now the first push in transition. It's Exceed that's finding all the kills, just trying to back it up. He's gonna catch him reloading, he will, and I think a teammate's stun combines onto that right as he wraps the corner, so an easy setup for TJ. Now what can they find here?
Yeah, you see, you really have nobody on the outside part for LAG, so they're gonna have to fight from the windows, fight from inside. Assault, that is just not going to be easy for him with attack. Exceed, the last player here, trying to do what he can. At least finds one.
That was
maybe you stop a 4-man stack, a 3-man stack, whatever it is, you buy your team time.
That was some nice movement. He had no right getting a kill there. I thought TJ had a freebie and Exceed puts him on skates. But they're getting close to getting the point down. It's going to be contested now. Just a little bit over the second bit of progress. Now we continue to fly, snap it around the edge. It's going to be Prelude, able to take down one. One more is here. Joe Dashy's going to drop, and that will be the point. Legion on the board first. And yeah, you said there was no presence really outside. They started to find the openings.
Yeah, I mean, it's just their execution over towards B. You got to think early in the round, you don't have a lot of trophies. You saw the way they were playing it. They kept one player on it, pause the clock, you start that progress, but you're just waiting for the nades to hit. You're waiting for the nades to hit. You saw as Prelude got forward into that 2-story. He was just playing his life as they crossed it. They get mowed down. That gave them the numbers over at B.
Now let's see if Guerrillas can answer back. Where their opening will come from. But Joe Dashy, who's been absolutely twisted at times within this match. It's Assault that's putting him down, though. That's 2 early ones. That's a wrap out to B quickly. One guy lurking in behind kind of enemy lines. That's going to be Prolute, and Prolute is going to chow. Can't finish one. Hits them both down to probably half HP, but they're able to turn and snap together. Now the nade's starting to come in. It's what, a combination of a stun and a Simtex over the top from Clay that I think gets him out of a point for a second. Near the second bit of progress, but not quite done yet, Joe.
Yeah, they're trying to hunt down Joe, and they're just able to do that. I mean, he was just playing his life, and you know, if you're able to just finesse, get inside, just like the way he was doing, you just force the defense to try to hunt you down. But it was an early trophy from LAG that got them that control. You saw it was really the MVP of that push. But RCDs, now with those 2 kills, they're going to open up that A zone, start to work on the progress as they see. Just waiting for the rotation on over. With the rest of Vegas all working inside. That's going to be TJ and Temp. That's going to be a couple of kills for Exceed.
That is lovely from Exceed. To stop any kind of pressure across, to stop them from getting A. That's going to be A done. That's going to be Deddy out now from Exceed. He's been the annoying one in the hard point. Oh, God. I thought he had one there, but Prolute. Little drop shot and snap. Able to rip him off the map. Now, you already got some progress done at B. Just 2 more ticks to go.
Yeah, but you have a lot more presence, map presence-wise. For Legion, you have Temp all the way pushed up. You did have TJ, but they know they have to find Temp. He can watch this cross, try to get some info. But you have, what, RC's all the way in the spawn of Vegas, and they all spawn low cliffside. I think Joe's going to spot that, and well, it seems like I'm going to just hunt down Temp. This should make things a little bit easier for us, but Temp just trying to finesse, trying to play his life. The stun does connect. I just don't think he was full HP. He was just about to regen, and this dude's going to find that kill.
I say Clay just kind of holding this top peak, but RC still able to find the kill. You have 48 seconds to go. Now you're slowly starting to work the progress here on the point. You've got 3 players kind of in position around the point. Working the long way around the flank will be RC's. He's taking his time, maybe trying to distract some players. Maybe when a gunfight through on the fight, not going to happen, but it'll set up Joe Deceives for the kill. Now time is starting to dwindle, but you've got the lives here. You're up 17-11, but there's so little time.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. That's really it. And TJ, he was able to find 1 kill field side that got them off the point. Now they're just picking them apart 1 by 1. And when you're staggering this push, it's just not easy to get done with this zone. You have Temp now working up. There is a quick trade, but again, just slowing things down. Exceed trying to find any spawn kills that he can. He just flies on through.
Well,
and they just can't get together. They cannot get together. You have 1 more push at this with a couple of seconds left, but there we go. Another staggered push, and Legion now up 2-0.
Yeah, I think Exceed was just thinking, like, I gotta, with the time left, I gotta take the fight. It's just a reposition there for DJ, I think, in the back.
Yeah, it's just tough. I'm maybe trying to do a little bit too much, because if he stays alive there, backs up, they have like a 3-man push over.
I mean, it's the final push. Yeah, I guess he's just thinking.
He's just out of it.
Sends it for glory, and maybe hopefully wins it, but not going to be the case. Clay's chirping a bit.
Wow, 89th pro tournament, 2nd of all time is Clay.
That's a few.
That's a lot. That's a lot of tournaments.
I mean, he's now with Scump's retirement and Krim and Pat, and like he's just outliving everybody. Father time, dude. Father time. Prolute starts to work up and just trying to get inside. Now can he use Deddy? Can't win the gunfight though. Exceed able to take him down. He probably needed 1 more bullet, but just not quite enough. But now you're up against it if you're Guerrillas. You've got to get a hold here to extend this control. The control hasn't been great, but I'd like to get around on the board.
Yeah, I mean, Legion, they go right back to B. This is what worked for them on the first offensive round. Just getting presence over here, forcing LAG to have to rotate from their position. But at least this time through, you can probably have a couple of trophies on the point, but Joe on the flank is able to find 1, but it's a team trade. It's 2 in a row now for Legion, and you have Clay. Again, not only are you on this point, you're also pausing the clock, just trying to play his life.
Starting to regen. All right, HP now back to full. He's kept the clock stopped throughout that time. Ready and waiting is TJ, up to 12-12. Second bit of progress now going to be done. Last time they got beat on first. Pretty quick success over at A. And they've kept the lives advantage here. They're doing a great job just chewing away at the lives on the Guerrillas side. Can't quite get the Deddy off, and get wrapped outside to continue to be a nuisance through on the push through.
I'll tell you what though, it was Pro Loot in round number 1. It's now TJ in this round. Their ability to stay alive, all they're doing is cutting off the reinforcements for LAG, so they cannot get a good push over at B. Just keeping one player on it was Legion. They do it again. Nicely done from Legion. Now just have to rotate over towards A. You do have Assault all the way top tower. He does get spotted. Temp now on 5 in a row. It's a nice team effort from all of Vegas Legion. Trying to go up 2-1 in the series.
Can he get Assault out of this spot? There's a big fight for Clay. Not going to happen. The timing is not there. Holding left. Push comes in from his right. So Assault now should be on 3-4 in a row as he's just been tucked away at top tower. But you've got a minute to work with. Lives, you're all right, but well, that's starting to disappear as RC's popping off of the feed. But this outside control that you have for Guerrillas is something that never really happened in that first round.
No, 100%. And then, I mean, yeah, you have the couple of lurkers, whether it's TJ or Pro Loot, trying to find any kills inside. They're just given nothing. It has been all purple.
He's got trophies everywhere.
Yeah, this guy's got a lot of trophies up top, just hanging out with that AR. Such a tough position to take back, and now Jodeci's playing so cool, able to take down 2.
The fact he gets both there, just full stunned. And okay, he gets 3. Now on 5 in a row, down to 2 HP, but truly unbelievable stuff. And I mean, the fact that you've had Assault in that position the entire time, you haven't had a chance at this. You might have, I feel like you got 2 to 3 kills total for Legion, like since you flopped to try and push right.
Yeah, it's not been easy for them. And I mean, there's a way to sort of ignore that player tower side. You just have to get some control inside, right? You can avoid some of the angles that player could take, but Joe has just been locking it down. Arseny's and Assault looking over him, and LAG still alive.
I know I'm exaggerating. It was quite a bit more than 2 to 3, but it just felt it felt so dominant.
I think it was only a couple.
It felt so dominant. And yeah, just that kind of the hillside of the map not being nearly as open this time. They just couldn't find their plan of attack. And Assault, you saw he had 42 trophies down covering, just snaking the hell out of that cement block, just set up to deliver the pain. But you get the round if you're Guerrillas, you stay alive now. Can you push it to around 5?
Yeah, 5 in a row for Assault. RC's with 4 in a row. And maybe they find a streak to work with, some extra utility on this map. Temp trying to cut him down. TJ will do it instead. So a big kill there. Now can they find RC's, but LAG, they got to find an offensive round win. Weren't able to do it last time through. Some nice pressure over towards B. They're just going to get on, but they know they have to finesse, and this is that same position where Pro Loot and TJ have been so good for Legion.
This is where, I mean, Exceed, we've seen him have his moments where they're looking for him. Just
run around.
Exceed. Where's Exceed? Yeah, just run around, bash through doors.
Open door, closed door, open door, closed door.
And finally, they're able to take him out. I think he had 2 or 3 before he dropped. Arseny's lying in wait. The prone shot they're able to connect, and that will be B. So now you've got 2 full minutes, couple life advantage. And you see right number 8, Clayster is set up where we saw Assault find the success. How are they going to deal with this? Where are they going to find the break?
2-minute hold, not easy at all. He's going to try to put some shots in. Exceed's just going to get on the point, try to force some rotation for Legion. TJ going to get spotted, but inside, they're trying to hunt down Temp. They look for him. I thought they would look for him. I thought maybe the call out. How is he alive? And well, Arseny's with the Vaz, they'll be able to find the kill. It's now the point is open. You have multiple players on it. We could be seeing around 5.
This is the chance to do it. 2 players going to drop. You still got 1, make it 2 here as Assault will be the follow-up. Second pitch is so close to being done. Can you win a couple of key gunfights? Trophy out there for coverage. It's going to be a big trophy, but I think still some damage done to Assault and Thieves as they do end up falling. Now Asim going to be the next man to try and follow this up. He wins 1, Exceed does on the other side of it. Second bit of progress now done. Still 90 seconds to go. Still relatively even in the lives department. But this is going to be so tough to do. They just have to send it time after time, just able to stop it with about a centimeter to go.
Yeah, I think Clay found a double kill, which kept them off of that point, but they are not out of trouble right now. Assault off spawn up to 27 and 14, and there we go. We are headed to a round 5.
Holy smokes. I thought when Legion went up 2-0, just the woes you've had from Guerrillas, like this is dumb. But remember, both these teams not great on this particular control. It was 0-2 and 0-3 coming into it.
They're not good at control at all?
No, at all. Yeah, that's a good point. But you get this battle to the round 5 where somebody's going to walk away with a win.
We'll see who's got defense. It will be Guerrillas. I mean, Legion, what's been their go-to? On attack, going over towards B, getting that done right away. Maybe they're going to try and switch it up because they did not have fun taking A last time through. And it looks like they're going to head over towards A.
The push to A was just so different both times for them. How could they try and get a better transition across and not allow them to get set up in the way they were and make it a little bit messier? But Assault's been shooting beams 27 and 14 on 3 in a row coming into this. Through on the flank, though, it'll be Exceed to take out Play early in the round. As they're looking to build this pressure onto the A point. He's still got bodies here in the form of TJ.
Yeah, TJ just trying to stay alive, trying to do what he can. And well, he's able to find a double, so he's going to pause that clock. But of course, there's an LAG AR up top in the tower. But it doesn't really matter right now. TJ taking over the round early on. And well, that is allowed 3 to go down. Assault, the last player here. A second tick comes in. Assault!
Oh my God, Assault! 6 HP in a dream. The triple to clear them off the point is the man makes a heroic play.
I don't know how he is alive, but the map might be alive just because of that. 31 and 15 for Assault. Does get taken down now over towards the B zone. Prolute got pushed up, but it's trades back and forth right now.
What in the world was that? I know he's having a map, man. He's on 31, but ooh, just snap, snap, snap. Unbelievable. And now you feel like if you're Legion, I mean,
30 seconds.
That just break your back. Like you thought you had the point done. You're thinking about the push to B. Now, how do you regain and try to go big in this moment?
Again, who opens it up? It's a multi-kill from TJ. He was able to find 2. And both of those players were on the Vegas side of the map. B almost done. A streak comes in, doesn't connect, but it allows them to push on through. So you have 2 ticks done on both points. Vegas, 20 seconds left. They gotta go. Joe already over towards A. He knows the push coming his way.
Can they just get that extra minute? Can it get to the final point where they have a chance to make a play? They've got to do something here. Joe Deceives ready. RC's looking up over the top, able to hit the shots. Contested for now, stopped at 9 seconds. It's another gunfight win. 2 are going to drop. Tim's going to be the last man here.
Now
it's his turn to try and be massive.
They got to go to B.
To do it.
It's
running
Prolute.
across is number 6. Prolute just sprinting. He's there for a second, but it's Exceed that is ready and lurking, and Guerrillas are able to get the round. And that all comes down to Assault with the triple on the point. Unbelievable.
I don't know what he did. I don't know how he's alive.
I mean, he had all the info. It's just he had no right getting all the kills. Somebody need to get one more bullet into him. What a map. 34 and 17. 4K damage from Assault. But I mean, that triple on the point was everything there.
Yeah, I mean, A gets done, right? I mean, you'd have that extra minute. And then even they're over towards the end at B. I mean, they almost get done with the B point. The cruise gets called in.
I mean, you might still close it out if you're LAG, even if you don't get that play, but that just cements it. I mean, it just makes it
them all map momentum, dude. It gave them the map control that they needed. You can see there, Assault 34 and 17. It's been the ARs for LAG. It was map 1, all RCs, map 3. Assault.
And I think that's just one where you just probably lose full a little bit in the comms. Yeah. Like, how does no one trade that type thing? I imagine.
Well, yeah. I mean, just this Legion team in general. We know with some of the personalities on this squad, could be a bit of a roller coaster. This does not help.
I would love to hear what Timp was saying after that. I don't even know which kill he was in that whole mix, but I'm sure it was a how.
Maybe he wasn't.
Yeah, no, that would be worse if he wasn't.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. But just unreal stuff there from Assault. Monster map. I mean, he was big in that. I mean, he was also, when he was able to get set up tower side with the trophies in the earlier round defense, I mean, he was huge and just staying alive and making sure they never really got that outside field position where they were able to take the map.
I assume at some point we're going to see it again. It was right here.
Yeah.
So TJ gets taken down. Shots on the Clay and then shots on the Temp. He was number 3.
And he was probably just caught mantling, I think. Was he mantling over the top?
Yeah.
He probably got a hip fire bullet out.
Little auto mantle on the one of those poles. We've all been there.
Yep, sure have.
But down 0-2 was LAG. Rip off 3 in a row.
Unbelievable. Now we get ready for a hard point where, I mean, it was a pretty back and forth affair. I think it ended up being, what, about 18 points, I think it was? Yeah, it separated the 2 teams, but we get ready to go now. I mean, I guess I would think if I was LAG, if you told me 2 and 3, I was going to win one of them, like, okay, cool. We got a shot to win the series. We got a shot to win the series.
The way their hardpoint is looking, and I mean, again, it wasn't the cleanest map number 1, but it feels like everybody else now. You've had Joe had a big map. You've had Assault had a big map, right, after RCD. So now I think all 4 players kind of locked in.
Yeah, and I think, you know, that just the crowd has been behind this Legion team. You heard it from when the players were coming out on stage. Now is when you got to talk things through, brush it off, and go to war here in this map 4, because your tournament hopes and a chance to really make a deeper run in this tournament, it all relies on this. And this may be a series you felt you should have won. You think if it gets to a game 5, they got a really good chance to win it just based on their success in Search and Destroy, but you got to get there.
Yeah, that's what they were able to do in Major 1. Just get it to that game number 5. You just can't always, yeah, as you said, rely on that. So they need a big hard point here. It's been sort of an individual series, right? Like everyone sort of stepping up or taking turns. I think if you're a Legion or a Legion fan, map number 4, I'm kind of looking at Temp, right? He hasn't had like the craziest series, but I think we all know what level he can play at.
No, I mean, talent-wise, absolute freak. I mean, he can be just one of the best players on the map at any given time when he's feeling hot, but can he get there? I mean, you can't let, not that you let him do it. I mean, he's healing himself. But yeah, RCs have a map like he did. He got into his comfort zone too early. Like, just one of those things where he pops off like a 10-2 start, he's in his bag quickly. You can't let that happen. You got to slow him down. But I think you can kind of see a little bit, maybe in the body language, there's some frustration there, 1,000%, yeah.
You just kind of have to move by it, but it's just not easy to do, right? They know the pressure here in losers round 1. You lose this series with how the qualifiers went, you are out. And that can be difficult, right? It's tough to just show up and travel for a day, play one match.
Yeah, and I'm sure
gotta get locked in.
If you're Clay, I mean, you've been here so many times, you sort of know one of those maps is what might cost you the series. One moment like that, like it's just
100%.
Small things. This is small things.
Yeah, Call of Duty at this level, that's all it is. But here we go in the hotel. Joe Deceives having himself a series, but especially in that Search and Destroy, a map lost, by the way. He drops 15. But he stepped up in big moments with that submachine gun. See if Legion get us to a map number 5, or if Guerrillas are going to move forward.
Here we go. Map number 4. Can Legion do it? Or can Guerrillas close it out with all the respawn victories? aBeZy just sending it. Takes one with him before he drops. As each team vying for position now around our opening hardpoint. It'll be Legion that are now able to get in.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he's going to flank, but he's going to get taken down. That's going to be 3 dead. So at least a nice start here slaying for Legion after, you know, probably that throw. But the spawns come in. Well, it's going to be good spawns for LAG.
aBeZy just reading it out. Just thought the timing would be horrible getting the nade out, but the flank will come through as he tries to play for TJ up top. But so far, so good for Legion. Nice opening hard point. You're going to be up over 30, 35 points in that ballpark. They'll leave one person on it. They'll start to rotate. So we have one-on-one at the old hard point. And TJ, he's able to win that as he now will transition off. You get kills on the point. That's Temp and Clay. They're able to find him a chance to chain together these opening 2 hard points.
I mean, just a wonderful job by Las Vegas Legion as that hard point is closing out. It has been all Legion in the kill feed. You had the positioning, you had the spawns at Guerrillas, but quickly it went away. It started with Clay. He finds 4 kills in a row to give his team the spawns. Him and Temp, number 7, he has been in that position. And yeah, they can build themselves up a really solid lead in this map number 4. As he is starting to beam up to 6 in a row.
And this is similar to the start we saw from RCDs in that map 1. Very, very similar. These old teammates trading blows. 60-point advantage currently. On 6 in a row is Clay. Already the crews to work with. And now we transition out for our next hard point. Guerrillas, can they get set up this time a little bit better?
They just don't want to get broken here, or the game can just get very ugly quickly for the Guerrillas. You have 2 players playing outside, so if Legion, if they go quick, they could have the man advantage. But Clay trying to keep his streak going, has the aBeZy, able to find the opener. The rest of his team going through. But it's Seed, and of course, it's a stun that cuts him down.
I think I saw him roll his eyes. Of course. That's how it ends, the stun damage.
They're just contesting right now, just trying to force Guerrillas to have to fight them at the front. DJ does a very good job, but Assault continues to have his great performance after map number 3 as he's up to 5 in a row.
See if he get a streak, maybe to match the other side of what Clay has already earned. But this was a huge hard point. Like, based on how the first 2 went, you really needed a solid hold here, and you basically get all the time if you are Guerrillas. You get right back into this game, and I mean, you said the best. Like, you lose this one, you're down 100-something early on. You're in trouble.
With the streak as well, still on Clay to help him break P6 if they need to outside. So yeah, it could have gotten very ugly, but now over towards the death's hard point. And on rotation, able to find 3 in a row is Las Vegas Legion. You do have a Seed. Maybe trying to work all the way around. Well, that's going to rely on Temp, but he gets stunned. Nice teamwork there from the Guerrillas.
Yeah, those. I mean, it's one thing like to win a gunfight stun when there's like slowly peeking in front of you, but when they're flying around the corner, it's just so hard to keep the tracking on point. You can barely tell what you're shooting at. It's a nice stun and chow, as you said. Still, the hot hand is Clay, 13 and 4. Looking for more, but just getting shot from below.
And just doing a great job staying alive, just playing his life, finding this time as they keep that around 70-point lead. He wins another gunfight up to 14. To the spot Joe on the rotation. He's going to take him down. You do have aBeZy just trying to play his life. They're trying to hunt him down. On rotation, is there a quick trade? There is. So Legion able to win the early P5 control. As Clay's just finding aBeZy on the ground, he's making it look easy.
Oh, this is just like, it's literally feels like Alex's performance in the map 1. Like, it's just Clay's turn to pop off and dominate. The ARs have been absurd within this series. But the lead is built up once again. You're looking to be up 90. It's Temp now. Pop it off. He was your guy that you thought had to have a big map. 3 in a row, up to 8 and 4. Trying to match what Clay is putting out. 17 on the map from Clay. Prelude through the fire and the flame and the smoke and everything in front of him. He continues to cruise. That's 2 in a row. The third up the bat, and oh, his head just gets plucked.
Yeah, that headshot multiplier hits, but now on rotation, plus you have this streak, so you can invest a lot here if you are Legion. You can see close to 200 points after the first rotation. I think you see it. Clay, he's calling this streak in, trying to give them early control on the hill. That's exactly what's going to happen, you would hope, but RC's going to take down TJ. But still, no one on the hill for Guerrillas, so you will take this. The rest of Legion are going to try to push through towards the flank. I think that's Prelude going on a wide flank through Kitchen. He's going to get spotted, though, by aBeZy. So a one-on-one going down on that side of the map. The rest of Guerrillas find the kills.
Well, yeah, I mean, other than the streak, I think Clay followed up with 1 tack kill. The rest, I mean, it's just been all Guerrillas for control of this hard point. You really had nothing that followed up that streak whatsoever. Now, finally, you're able to push through. I mean, there's only 20 seconds left on the point, but honestly, like, scrap time's massive when you're up like you are. You're up 70 or so points, take 10 here and there.
No, without a doubt, yeah, they continue to go for it. As Temp able to find that trade on to Joe, and you can see aBeZy's like, yeah, I gotta go for this, fight for this time as we're gonna head back towards P1. But I even like seeing TJ pull out another tack just on that hill, because when that streak was called in, I think you saw that he has one there, and RC was able to take him down. But both of these teams trying to play their best hard point. LAG trying to put this one away to continue on the losers bracket. Let's go to a listen-in with the Guerrillas.
I'm wrapping right. I'm wrapping he's pitching that. He's big our side of time, I think. No, he's booth. Still waiting. Booth. Absolutely quite 3 times. Oh boy. One is double. One is double. I spawn bed. We got yo, I spawn home. I spawn. Where they at? Oh shit, that time was horrible. Hold tables out, hold tables. We got big archie. Tables. There's three tables. Three tables, one big. Three tables, one big. I'm helping. Yo, let's have lobby. Team shot spot. Team shot spot. A little weak. Lobby. Stay down, make a push. I'm pushing it out. I read lobby in a sec.
The comms are on point. They've made a rally here, Joe. I mean, it's Legion who have a chance to put this one away, but this has been a fantastic transition and hold. Everybody on point right now for Guerrillas.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, they started that listening, they got fried P1, right? We went to the listening and went 4 dead. It kind of felt like the comms were a little low, but the rest of P1 in this transition over to P2, it absolutely did. You had a couple of big plays from Exceed and Thieves on rotation to give them spawns and to keep Guerrillas alive. But if you're Legion, you have a chance to put them away here on a big money hill inside a kitchen.
It's 5 in a row. For Thieves, finds one tucked in the corner. That's going to be the cruise that is earned. Sitting it with the Deddy. Can he find any kind of timing? Now into the point. The gig is up. The angle is there. The one more lane here is a trade. There it is. Another big fight though. It's TJ. It's Exceed. TJ able to win it. The nade's going to hit. They're going to trade. Who's going to be left standing? It's RC's in the point for now. Lead now down to 40. It's Guerrillas making the comeback. Knock, knock. It's Alec. I'm here. What's up?
Legion have numbers right now. There's a split spawn that comes in. There's the break. But now behind enemy lines comes Exceed, but he is all by his lonesome. Legion, that was a big break after, well, they got broken early on, but Exceed's going to fight for the scrap time. Double headshots come in.
We got ourselves a game now. 30 points between the two teams. Next hard point to pop. Thieves gets a kill, but a grenade will trade him out. There's the flank on through. It's Proluz that takes the route. He's able to pick up RC, who's trying to hold the outside lane. Legion just 19 points needed. They get wiped. They get wiped off the map. I believe it's 2 for Exceed, 2 for Thieves. They get burned off the map, and now with 40 to go, a chance to hold. We're going the distance.
These two teams, they should just not create any separation between one another. Temp now, top bedroom, trying to look over TJ. You do have Prolute working the flank in a big one-on-one, and he's able to win that. So Prolute on the flank has done a great job a couple of times. He was able to win another one. They can win it here. Guerrillas have to commit to this push. Temp knows it. He can start to rotate to new. A team nade is in. 8 more seconds needed. That's going to be all 4 dead, and they get on the hill.
This should be it. They're sprinting to get to it. They got a chance maybe to contest, maybe push this to another hard point. But the crossfire is there. The final tick is in. Just enough with that final second on the point. The Legion, they push us to a map 5. And it got scary. The run was there from Guerrillas. But I think you nailed it. Prolute with a couple of those long routes were massive in the tail end of that game.
Yeah, Prolute. Couple of key plays. I mean, it was the other side. It was the momentum of Exceed and Thieves that started shifting LAG, right? They were finding breaks. They were getting a lot of kills on rotation. You kind of had that P2 to P3 transition. And it got scary at Kitchen with the first break from Guerrillas, but then it was like, bang.
It was right never really in. Like a break. Like, it just was like, it kept coming down to these extended 1v1s. Like, it was never like clean, I guess. So it just, they kept it messy. They kept the fights down long enough. TJ won a big one, I think, before the nade traded him out to keep his team in the game. What stood out to you in the stats?
I mean, what, 30 kills out of Clay, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. The guy had early street. Temp as well, another big game. But yeah, can't count out TJ and Prolute. Some of those key rotation kills that they were able to find with the subs.
This is one that felt like a game 5. I don't know that we thought it was going to go down in exactly this order because the control was kind of the question mark. But the fact is, we get to a game 5, and now the search and destroy. It's been great on the side of Vegas. On the other, not so great. But it's a game 5. I don't know what's going to happen. If you look back to the game 2 search and destroy, it was what the clutches the big moments from Clay. The crowd was absolutely losing it, but it all comes down to this. We've got one more map before our final series of the night. Who's going to continue on, though? Is it going to be Legion? Is it going to be Guerrillas? Do not go anywhere. You don't want to miss the map 5. We'll be right back after this break. Here we go. It all comes down to this massive map 5. I mean, this has had its moments, like incredible clutches, throws, just from Alex plays to Clay's clutches. I mean, this has been everything you could want in a 5-map series, but it all comes down to this search. Throw the rest out the window. Who's got the big moments now in the big map 5?
That's going to be the question, right? We're headed to LSELO, and I mean, for Legion, you're looking at Clay Sniper. I think we got sent. He wins. They win 70% of the rounds that he snipes on, and when he doesn't snipe, it's like around 40%. So look for him with that snipe on this map. But yeah, you said it. I mean, every single player has taken a turn.
Yeah, and he's always been like an interesting sniper for me because he's always been good, but he's not been as flashy to watch. Not super flashy, like a Dashy or a Simp or someone hitting those like quick scopes. It's just good positioning, listening to the feedback from his team, and hitting shots when he needs to. Yeah, exactly. Just getting that opener. But dude, I don't know. Just give me some madness here in the map 5.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at map number 2, it was Clay versus Joe. Is that going to continue? Is someone else going to step on up? Well, both these teams just trying to move on in our tournament. Well, we have a losers round 2 matchup next with Thieves in New York. Should be a good one.
I feel like it's such a different type of hunger, like from both teams to continue on this tournament.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you. That's how you talked about it.
I am hungry, yes. Yeah. But you think about like on the Guerrilla side, like all the youth, right, that come in from the academy team, and like you just want to prove yourself. You want to get further in the tournament. It's like the total opposite. When you think of like your Clay, your Timp, your TJ, like, you're just like
trying to stay here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. It's like embarrassing, but
trying to win again.
Yeah. It's just
want to get back to the top.
It's so different. But the fact is, they're all going to do battle here on the same map. One more. The teardrops over the top, not going to hit.
It's really just early info, right? No nades. Stun's going to connect onto TJ. It's looking like it's going to be that sort of standard A hit coming down to a retake in a 4 versus 4. You do have, who is that? Pro Loot working the top side of the map. Temp on the other side. Trying to find anything. Clay just flies in with the tack, able to weaken one on up. I don't know if the timing was wrong or what. Maybe just trying to find one, but he was hoping for a trade, you would think.
Well, if he thought there was one there and not 2 tucked away, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe a nade connects, a stun connects, but now it's a 3 versus 4. Assault just playing bottom of the stairs, trying to finesse his life.
He sent it.
Oh, that's a great play.
Yep, you know, we were talking about stairwells and how frustrating they can be to push earlier in this series in the map too. There's another example of it. Like, it is just a nightmare.
And I feel like for some reason in this game, sometimes when you just lay down, it's just like, it's a freebie. It is a freebie.
Oh, yeah. Nice shots. They range there from Exceed, but they'll get that first round. They'll chalk it up on the board.
Yeah, I don't know if Clay thought he had a free one, if maybe the comms were off, whatever it was.
It seemed to me like he thought he was flying into a one-on-one.
He was flying all right,
yeah. With a tack, mind you. Or if he thought, someone's going to follow him up, I'm not entirely sure. Well, some of the utility expense here at mid, just trying to hit those stuns for info.
Yeah, you can see bottom right, you have Betty up now, you have a trophy down, so field upgrades are in play for LAG. Maybe Legion just waiting for theirs now in this round. Where is going to be the play in Assault? He's going to find that first blood on the Prelude. That's bombed down as well.
Yeah, you can see RC's got eyes clear as day.
Well, it's just his inner defense. I mean, this bomb site so far has been all LAG. Temp and Clay going to try to bring this one back. There were some big clutches in map 2. Can they do it again here?
They got to go, though, is the problem. 25 seconds to work with. Able to find a tack to work with, though. Only 11 bullets in it. Might want to hit that reload, but there's a little time. The shot's in from behind. Now scrambling away.
Yeah, but he hit the bomb down. They have a chance.
All right, you got a shot now. Chalice thinks he hears something in the back. He just set up on the second story. Now with those shots, Clay's position given up. Somebody goes on the bomb immediately. Assault takes the one-on-one. It's a second round. Now for LAG as the collapse comes through.
Yeah, now we're just going to wait. Allow Deddy to sort of recharge for Assault, for Joe Deceives. Going to hang out here, but yeah, I mean, it's the first blood. Assault having himself a very good map number 5 so far. Finding those picks, able to win it. But Clay right there is just hoping Temp finds one, can maybe force the 1-on-2. Right, but as soon as he goes down, he has no eyes on the bomb. They could be on it. True. He's just got to win early gunfights. It doesn't happen.
Well, now you're starting to think, what changes can we make? Maybe for Legion, like, do we stick to what we've done well and search and destroy? Or do we need to have adjustments? Because the fact is we have 1 kill right now, and Tim's got the only.
Yeah, I mean, you've only played 1 round on both sides, but it's been all about that A bomb site for the Guerrillas and their control that they have shown early on in the map. You do have one player who's gotten to a good spot, pushed forward. He's going to find one.
Well, that's good you're able to get assault out of it. I mean, this is a former world champ MVP that was on a heater. He's had some maps. He was off 4-0.
So did they hear TJ? I don't know, but at least, I mean, that is a trade for sure. TJ working top bar, able to at least take down 1.
2 versus 3 for Guerrillas. They were on the receiving end of most of the clutches in the map too.
Sneaky, sneaky. aBeZy brings it back to 2v2 as he crouches around the corner.
It's on to Temp and Clay again.
Well, on the other side, it's what, a couple of Vaznev. Well, aBeZy has the Vaznev. It's a good position for him, just playing behind the bomb. RC's watching that cross. The teamwork is there in the post-plant situations. And now you're looking at Clay for a clutch. Does have Deddy, but it is about to run out. Trying to find the trade on the RCs. That nade not going to connect. Neither is that one, but it's all about the time. And they are just wasting Clay's time. 7.5 to defuse. It is 3 early rounds for Guerrillas.
You're in such an awkward spot there trying to make the play. If he could have just gotten the first pick on the Arcades. A real good shot in this, but great job just playing his life, his Arcades, as he gets the final 2. And yeah, now you're starting to run away with this. Where the Woes have been there and search and destroy, things are clicking here in the map 5. Just black out and continue forward.
Yeah, I think you have to just, I mean, in an offense, maybe just try to slow things down, try to work your pick, but it's been all the A control. Right, you have Exceed on 4, Joe on 2. They haven't died. Well, I guess Joe did die. It was just by his teammate, but.
Yeah, it's like everything's just working though.
Everything's working, so it looks like Legion gonna go try to take that A site. You do have 1 player lurking right outside, but ProLoot gonna try to work this bomb down.
He's able to get across, then TJ wins 1 at mid. He's traded out instantly, but Temp there. It's 5 in a row for Exceed. He takes a bullet. I don't know how he's alive. Shot from everywhere. If he got that kill, I think he got shot by every single player that was left alive on Legion. Now a 2 versus 1 though. This is one you have to win if you are Legion. You have got to close this out. RCs cannot pull this clutch off, but he does have Deddy to work with, and it's a nice center and nice snap. But just not able to do it. Legion get a much needed victory.
Yeah, it's a good round by ProLoot and TJ. TJ able to find that quick trade. Able to find that initial kill, I should say, because that's what they were doing. They were putting shots into ProLoot inside the bomb, trying to get eyes that way, allowing Joe Thieves to go on the flank. But TJ cut him down, and then ProLoot able to play his life inside of the bomb site. So they're on the board.
Peekaboo. Clay is looking for the angle and the info. Really looking to get something going. Just 0-3 right now after the dominant efforts he's had. TJ, you'll love to see that first blood out of him. Able to scramble with his life. Now Tim next up to bat.
He's all the way behind too.
Yeah, he's trying to finesse as well.
TJ could find more. They just fly to him though. They just fly to TJ. He takes so much map away, but Temp not able to find that kill. Doesn't finish it, but Clay will at least get 1.
That's where the rate of fire at the attack sometimes. It's like those close range fights get a little bit messy, but the rest of the kills come through. Legion now go back to back. He needed that within a round now, Joe.
Well, yeah, Temp. Unreal win on the first and snaps onto the second. He's up to 5 and 4, but that first blood taking map control was TJ.
After those shots where you couldn't see him, I'm telling you, man, when someone's sprinting close like that, sometimes it's something like this, like a Scar type weapon. Dude, I don't know what it is with Røkkr, but those have gotten away from everybody, I feel like. And then he follows up though, it's just that beautiful play.
You can see players just kind of discussing Temp play, where they want to play. How do they want to adjust? And now you're asking the same question for for the Guerrillas side. What do they want to do differently? They will double up outside of these doors.
Ooh. Get it, hit it, kid.
Yeah, well, that goes down, though. All of his teammates take it down, and now just like that, it is Temp.
Yeah, that didn't go well.
They fly through the A bomb site. Does exceed in Joe Deceives.
I was excited about the snipe, but
yeah, so is everybody else.
It meant nothing. I like that. Just back up. Fear assault. Don't give him a freebie.
That's just kind of the kind of plays that he makes, right?
Yep.
Just playing his life. Repositions, and LAG bounce back.
There's no reason to chow that. Plays it perfectly. Catches them when he goes to push his teammates. Oh, he just sees him there. Ah, it's easy. I thought he had the read. I didn't see he had the angle.
He's got it all.
He's got it all.
He's got the flow, too.
Yeah, he's let it go, huh? Full head of hair. Looking beautiful.
That's in now.
Yeah, yeah. Can't do that, unfortunately.
That's all right.
Don't physically have the capabilities. 4-2, Guerrillas. The crowd trying to ramp up Vegas. I feel like there's only so much hype you really do in a search and destroy, though. Like, you just got to make the right decisions, hit your shots.
Maybe our first B hit of the game, right? Just leaving Prolute and TJ inside, but there's going to be a first blood for Temp. Clay now, he's up to bat. He's able to find one with the headshot, just playing his life, trying to reposition. Keep diving, keep diving.
He just dives like into the bomb, but with 35 HP, he gets out. 4v2, Exceed wants to go ahead and still use the Deddy. Able to get in behind enemy lines. There's the first pick. The read onto the second, and Clay just gets melted. That is naughty. Oh, dear sweet child of mine, please God, no.
See if Prolute can clutch on a bomb down at B.
Oh, not the 2v4.
Oh, and he gets spotted as well. Not gonna make things easier.
Oh, God.
And I'll tell you what, it's the trophy player, so that sucks. Does have a nade, but
Prolute had a lot of clutches. Not happening here. And it's like those map 2. Again, Vegas with the clutches. This time it's Guerrillas, and that feels like maybe it broke their back. That is a tough one. You've got the advantage of the 4v2, and Exceed just annihilates you.
Yeah, and I don't know if like Clay's thinking maybe Temp hit a shot or two if he's weak, because he swung fast for that challenge. But the problem is what I mean, TJ and Prolute, they're so far out of that fight, so there's no trade.
I mean, it's a great play with Deddy. It's just either you don't chow that if you're Clay, or you gotta win it. I mean,
yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
definitely makes it easier when you win it.
The breakdowns from Maven.
Analytical mastermind is Clay, trying to find a snipe. A first blood does get some info as it works up towards B, but look at Exceed, look at number 2. Are they gonna be ready for this? He goes all the way around. He goes all the way around. Temp is not gonna spot it. Temp's not gonna spot it. This might be it. This might be it. Clay does find one, but it's a 2-on-3. RC finds Prolute. It's all down to Temp. He might catch a nade, try to do what he can.
Good luck. He is just in the middle of the swarm, and Guerrillas come in and dominate the map 5. Exceed in that last round. What a play it was. But really, they just started out hot. Like, you had, what, 1 kill for Legion through the first 2 rounds? Like, they just came in and uppercut him, did not look back. And now this team, this Guerrilla squad with all the question marks, they continue on. And they continue to improve in search, improve in control. Like, there's some upset potential there, 100%, Joe.
No doubt about it. I mean, the fact that they've been this competitive against all the teams in Hardpoint, I think that allows you to work off a lot. And I think you look at that map number 2, obvious mistakes you can work on. And I feel like that's when it's easiest, when there's beauty to look at. We were dumb here, let's do this instead.
Well, it feels like they flipped it on its head just in the map 5. Like, if you talk about like not letting the clutches get away from you and making some of your own, I mean, it was the utter and complete opposite. And I know Clay and this Vegas team seemed to be one of the hometown favorites they were rooting for, but Guerrillas just get it done. It goes the distance. I thought Vegas in 5, but
Guerrillas, they make the plays, man.
Yeah, it's Assault early on. I think in those rounds really led the way, but then Exceed steps up. He finishes at 9-2. And I feel like when we watch LSCLO Search and Destroy, the difference is always those Submachine Gun players that are very quick in their decisions, right? Just switching things up. That feels like when they're in the flow, right? When you're finding those Search and Destroys, but those dead silences, those dead silence plays. I
think in general, it just felt like Exceed was that throughout the series, man. Like, just that guy getting lost and you're trying to find him if you are Legion. Just even when maybe he wasn't making the best play, he was scrambling around and just being annoying to deal with, just with audio cues. Where is he? What's he doing? Like, he was playing that role well. There wasn't a whole lot of hesitation on his side, not that I saw.
Yeah, so still just exciting to see this core continue to develop for LAG. I mean, you had some big moments on Arcees, Joe. I mean, all of these players, they're going to stay alive.
Yeah, I mean, Alec, it started off with a, map record for Alec in the hard point. It was unbelievable to see. They continue on, right? That's a loser's match. The Legion will be done. Guerrillas, we'll see what battle they can bring to it tomorrow. But what a wild day has been thus far. But let's get it up on stage. We've got Blaze for an interview.
Thank you so much, Merc and Maven. Show some love to the Los Angeles Guerrillas as they come out on top in that series. Now, I saw you wasn't the crowd favorite here, okay? But how do you feel coming out with this victory with your squad? It was a tough fight.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Don't think we play our best COD today. At least we got the dub, though, so we get to continue our run. Got to work on some things for tomorrow, but I think we'll be good.
I think y'all be good, too. Now, from yesterday to today, I think you played lights out. It was night and day. Talk to me about the map 3, okay? Because you guys had to come back and win 3 in a row. What was the game plan? We saw you clutching up on some sick triples, and you brought that in for your team.
Yeah, I think that's like a map where we kind of overthought it in our reveal process before. We knew it's one of our stronger controls. We haven't been playing recently. Me, personally, I'm comfortable on the map, so, I mean, just play confidence, all it was, taking my timings.
Nice, nice. Now, very rarely we see a whole academy team kind of really come up here and make it to the main squad. What has it been like playing with this roster and graduating into the main team for LAG?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. I'm thankful for LAG for giving us the opportunity. I think there's been some growing pains coming from challengers to the league. It's definitely different. It's Caden's first time actually being in the league. Obviously, Joe's first time being in the league. So there's some growing pains with this team, but I mean, we're working through it.
Hey, well, you got a nice squad, and those boys played great, okay? Anything you want to say to the people out there that is supporting you guys?
Yeah, for anyone that's here actually supporting us, I know most of you guys hated us, but appreciate anyone supporting us if you guys are.
All right, that's going to do it for me and Hassan on the stage. Chris, take it away.
Take your booze and shove it, says Assault. Well, I'll say it for him. Much love to Adam showing up, the World War II MVP. He won a ring back in that title, and now he's brought a challenger squad back into the top 8. It's an impressive feat, to say the least, but they had to do it by beating Vegas in a Search and Destroy Game 5. And I want to start here by taking a look at the bracket to show you exactly where we're going next if you're the LA Guerrillas. Allie, you get a chance to look over your mistakes from earlier, but then you have to play in front of an even louder crowd than what we heard tonight when Boston takes the stage again.
Yeah, and you know what was most impressive for me in this series had to be that LA Guerrillas win in that map 3, that 3-2 reverse sweep and the LSCLO control. Assault drops 34 for the win. I think that was big for LAG. This was both teams that were really bad at control overall. Vegas Legion takes that early lead, and LAG, they steal it right out from under them, gives them that momentum into the map 4. They're unable to close it out, but the Search and Destroy is where they really put in the numbers.
Let's take a look at those searches going back to game number 2. Now, this was an epic battle between Joe Deceives and Clayster. And if you missed the Mercado, go back and watch this one, because Joe, 15 kills, Clay, 13 kills, and it's Vegas walking away with the first one.
And honestly, the last 2 times that we've seen LA Guerrillas play this map, it has been against Toronto Ultra, and they've really shown a good account of themselves. Yes, of course they did here as well. Couldn't quite get the job done, but Joe Deceives popping off when he needed to as much as he could. But Clayster, the one holding the angles in the middle, getting the job done. But we got a small taste of LA Guerrillas' Search and Destroy here on Mercado, and we got even bigger taste of it when we headed over towards.
And we knew they were struggling in that game mode. Meanwhile, it was Vegas' strength. With that game 4, though, another surprise. You're thinking, oh, this is definitely going to Guerrillas. Vegas steals it back, and then it's Assault. It's Exceed closing out that game 5, Brycey, as the Guerrillas move into our top 8.
Yeah, kind of surprising. We thought maybe with the Legion taking it to a 5, their S&D prowess would show out, but Legion letting us down one more time.
And we do have our scuff play of the game. Let's jump to it real quick, because we have another match still to go here on a Super Friday. This one, the scuff play of the game, belongs to The reason they won that control, it's Assault. He was up top of the tower, he was frying, but aLLeY, that 3K at the very end, took a game that we thought Vegas had locked up and put it in Purple's favor.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of situations that should have just been for Vegas Legion, where it was just Assault shutting it down, especially that A hit there. Vegas were looking to try and take that offense, and he shut it down very quickly. Just impressive stuff overall from LAG squad.
Great stuff across the board. Coming up, we still have Subliners versus LA Thieves, but before we head to commercial break, quick reminder, the God Packs are out, and you need to get them right now. Harness the power of Ancient Steel, baby, with the Damascus Forge 2 Tracer Pack. Pricey, I know you can't wait for this thing.
No, I certainly can't. Maybe it will make me look pretty good on the map, hopefully.
Molten Steel or Superheat for you there, Tunney?
I have to go Superheat. I'm not too sure about making Bryce look any better on the map, let's be honest.
There we go. All right, it is time for our break. When we come back, we have the 5th and final match as we now move into the top 8. Who's going home? Who's going to be playing on Saturday? It's going to be the Subliners or LA Thieves. They both can't make it.